most of the institutes will be following it up. So coming to the flash chromatography system, what happens? So there will be an advanced system where there will be a pump, and depending upon your TLC, if you put some values on the RF, automatically the method will be set. So there the flash chromatography system comes into a picture. What happens exactly here is, so flash is something like a light or something which can be seen. So flash columns is something like that where the separation happening can be seen through your naked eyes. So I will be showing you how the separation happens in the coming slides. So this is the advantage in flash chromatography. Whatever the purification or the separation is happening can be visible over through your naked eyes. But in analytical scale or in the HPLC columns, it is not completely visible whatever the sample analysis is going on inside the stationary phase. This is the major thing in flash chromatography system. So chromatography, nothing but your separation technique. Flash, something you can see. So something, the separation which is happening, you can be witness to that. So that is why the flash chromatography name come into a picture. So mainly here, what happens? So
Yes, sir, it is now visible.
okay. Okay, sorry for the some technical issues. So that's what I was explaining about the flash chromatography system. So nothing but flash, something what you can see through your naked eyes, the separation, whatever is happening, and chromatography is a separation technique, as I told you. So that's why the name flash chromatography system come into a picture. So the picture you can just see that this is the routine thing where most of the college students or most of the research institutes will be using it, the open glass columns, where they will be packing the silica and they will be preparing a different mobile phases, and they will load the sample and they will wait, or they will collect the sample based on the gravity slowly. Probably it may take 2 days, 3 days, 6 months, or 1 year. We don't have a dedicated time for the purification or the separation. So this is the major challenge where you are doing the open glass column analysis or the separation techniques. So coming to the Puriflash, Spinco Biotech deals with the Interchim Puriflash system. It is from France, and they have completely full set of instruments starting from basic flash system, flash cum preparative system, and flash cum detectors like a UV, ELST, and mass-based purification also we have it now. So depending upon the particle size and depending upon the column packs, we have a different grades of columns as well, because lesser the particle size, as everyone knows, the greater the separation as well as the peak shape and resolution. So in this you can clearly see how the flash chromatography has been improved. So starting from the gravity flow, where it takes hours together of time to separation, then slowly the pumps come into a picture. Then completely now if you take, there are all fifth generation advanced software where completely artificial intelligence comes into picture. Just the person or the user has to load the sample, rest everything will be taken care by the completely automated flash chromatography systems. So these are all the various products where Interchim deals with. They have SPE cartridges, they have SPE manifolds where the process of the samples will take place. And mainly we are the one, or Interchim is the one which is having a fifth generation advanced software. What is the fifth generation advanced software? I will be explaining in the coming slides. So these are all the other portfolio or the basket of portfolios what we have with the Interchim apart from the flash chromatography system. So coming to the target or the area where most of the flash chromatography systems have been used, especially in the academics and the government research, where a lot of research works will be going on the plant research extracts or with the synthetic, any newly synthesized drug. So most of they want a purification system where the flash system comes into a picture. Next, pharma and biopharma nowadays, whatever they synthesize in the lab, it contains a lot of impurities. So they want to have a completely purified sample, which is having a more than 99, 98 to 99% of pure. So for that, definitely they need a preparative systems. And suppose if you're doing it in a bulk scale volume, for example, per day, you need to purify more than a kgs or more than 3 to 4 kgs, then definitely you need to go for the flash instrument where initial purification will be done, and that whatever the collected fractions will be there, that will be taken up into the preparative scale. And especially now if you take foods, agro industries as well, there is a lot of scope for flash chromatography system, because lot of potential of compounds have been extracted using the flash chromatography systems, and a lot of naturally benefits compounds have been used, and which is reducing the cost compared to chemically synthesized molecules. So coming to the fifth generation automated Interchim flash chromatography system, what is the advantage? What is the fifth generation is? So you can see these are all the various models of flash chromatography systems. We have it in our portfolio. The initial number 5 stands for fifth generation software or the fifth generation advanced software what we have it. So that's why we call it as a 5. These are all the different models which comes with the different types of detectors and different types of flow rate. So we have 520 plus, the second one, which is the basic flash chromatography system, comes with the 300 ml flow rate per minute, where you can use only the flash columns, not the preparative columns, and it have the capacity to withstand back pressure up to 20 bar. Suppose if you have a non-UV active compounds, there is a requirement of to analyze non-UV active compounds. So then you have to go for the additional detectors. We have a ELST detector, integrated one, which comes with the next model, that is 5.020. So 520 plus comes only with the UV detector. 5.020 comes with a UV detector as well as integrated ELST system, where non-UV active compounds also can be analyzed. 5.0205x comes with an optional or comes with a choice where you can have a 5 different columns also can be connected along with the instrument. So here majorly what is happening is you can select 5 different chemistries at a single stretch. You can load your sample one time. All the samples, for example, 1 ml of sample will be sent to all the 5 different chemistries of columns, and we can see in which chemistry of column the separation is happened very nicely. For example, if you're doing reverse phase analysis, so you can use C18 column, AQC18 column means aqueous C18 column, then you can go for C8 chemistry. So like this, you can have a 3 to 4 different chemistries of columns where samples will be passed, and you can see in which chemistry of the column your sample is get well separated. And then we have 5.050 where the flash and the preparative columns can be used, but 5.050 comes with a 50 bar where 15 micron particle size of preparative columns only can be used. So these are all the different models what we have it in the Interchim PuriFlash system. Depending upon the customer requirement, depending upon the samples, you can choose in this. These are all completely flash come preparative. Means initial slide, if you see, so all the system comes with only 20 bar, not more than that, or 50 bar, the flash and the semi prep. But if you take a completely preparative system, here all the system comes with a back pressure withstanding capacity up to 250 bar, from 20 to 250 bar. So if you convert into PSI, it will be around 3650 PSI in that range. So where you can use both flash columns starting from 4 grams, maximum up to 3 kgs to 5 kgs. And you can use preparative columns depending upon the particle size, 15 micron, 10 micron, and 5 micron also. So where the system will be completely able to work with a very less particle size of preparative column, where the back pressure will be not more than 200 to 210 bar. It mainly depends upon the sample, the solvent what you use, and again the particle size. So coming to the basic flash chromatography system, because most of the research institute or synthetic labs requires only the basic flash chromatography system, where they don't want to have more than 99 to 98% of purity for the synthetic, especially for the research kind of analysis where initial analysis or a screening will be done, where they required a flash columns, which comes with a basic or a very less specification. So this is the one, as I told you, 520 plus, which comes with a 300 ml flow rate per minute. Means you can start using this system starting from 1 ml, the maximum up to 300 ml flow rate per minute. And this system can withstand the back pressure up to 20 bars. And this system comes with a UV detector 200 to 400 or 200 to 800. And this is also a completely automated one. Once you load the sample, you need to set the method. Once the method is set, the purification will happen and the collected fractions, whatever is there, will be collected automatically in the test tubes. This is the flash come preparative one. So the initial one, we call it as a 520 plus, where which can withstand up to 20 bar. This is 5.250, means 5 stands for fifth generation, 250 stands for the back pressure, where it can withstand 250 bar. So this is the system where both flash column as well as the preparative columns can be used. So suppose if a customer wants to export some of his material to other foreign countries, or some of the studies where they required more than 98 to 99% of purity, the preparative systems comes into a picture. So here what happens, you can use 5 micron particle size of the preparative columns, and whatever samples you have collected using flash chromatography system, the samples, that sample can be loaded into preparative. And finally, you can get the whatever the purity you required around 99 to 98 percentage. And this system comes with a UV detector, UV 200 to 800. It comes with the ELST integrated one. And then if you want to upgrade this system, you can upgrade to MS detector as well. So this is the advantage of this flash come preparative system, where all the different kinds of detectors can be upgraded to a single system. And per day you can purify more than kgs of samples in a multiple runs. So this is the advantage of having a both flash as well as a preparative system in a single component. So what is the advanced fifth generation software? What all the AI series or artificial intelligence it is having? Suppose if there is any leak, for example pump, detector, or a fraction collector, automatically the system will diagnose where is the leak, whether it is from the pump or whether it is in the fraction collector chamber, where is the leak, and then automatically it will pause and it will tell you the leak where it is happening. And it will show a pop-up as well, there is a leak in the pump, there is a leak in the fraction collector. Automatically you can check for the correspondence and you can start the using the system immediately. Solvent level monitoring. Suppose if you are having a 5 liters of A, B, C, and D different kinds of solvents, and when the solvent goes down to 4.8 liters, means another 200 ml is remaining, automatically it will pause and it will tell you the solvent is less. Because whenever you are loading a bigger columns or whenever your sample is running in the middle, if it starts, that will be a problem. So that's why always before, when there is a 200 ml left out or 500 ml left out, initially it will pause and it will tell you the solvent has to be filled. This is solvent level monitoring. What is fume enclosure? So all the fraction collection, for example, if you see in this, the fraction collection chamber, it is covered by a door. So we don't have an open space where the fraction or a test tube is kept, so that lot of vapors will be coming outside your lab. So if your vapors are taking the users or the scientists, whoever it is, for the very more time, there will be a high burning sensation or a headache, and some other lungs problem issues will happen if you are working it for a very long years. So to avoid such kind of things, what we have done is we have come up with a fume enclosure where the door will be closed, so that there will be a very less vapors which is coming outside of your system. Waste level monitoring. This is also one more advanced feature. Suppose if you have kept around a 10 liters waste bottle or a 20 liters waste bottle, once it is 9.5, for example, 10 liters bottles you have kept, one it is 9.5 liters, automatically it will pause and it will tell you the waste bottle is about to fill. Please change the bottle. And then system light status. I will be showing you in the coming slides. If the system is perfectly fine, everything is great, then it will be the blinking green color. If there is some issue, like for example, any leak detection in the pump or any leak in the fraction collection, the system will be showing yellow color, and you can rectify by yourself. And if it is red color, there is some major issues with the pump or any spare parts that has to be replaced immediately. So these are all the system light status, where based on the system light status, you can plan your purification as per the requirement. So these are all few artificial intelligence or artificial monitoring by the system that come up with the 5th generation software. And then it's not only about the few parameters which speaks about 5th generation. There are other 3 advanced features where Interchim is standing ahead in flash chromatography system. This is flash and go. For example, what is flash? As I told you, flash chromatography, nothing but a light or what you can see. This flash and go is like you will be developing a TLC before you load any sample or before you're going for an open glass, open column purification. So there what happens, you will be developing a TLC. Based on your TLC, you will be selecting the solvent. Any 2 solvents will be chosen. So you have a TLC, and that TLC, if you take a photo and send it to the instrument, automatically it will take up data from your TLC image, and the system will set a method. It will tell you what column can be used and what is the flow rate. So this is the advantage of flash and go. You should just have a TLC data with you, means TLC photo. You can just take a photo of it, send to the instrument through Bluetooth from your mobile. Automatically the method or the gradient will be set by the instrument, and then it will tell you what is the solvents can be used if the RF is not proper, and it will tell you what type of column has to be selected. So this is the one more advantage what you get it in flash and go. What is boost and go? For example, you have one blank run. You're running the method for around 1 hour. Here what happens, based on the inbuilt libraries or based on the previous data, whatever you have run, the system will be having some knowledge at particularly what peaks will be coming out at particular gradient. So depending upon the solvent you select. So for example, if it is a 50-minute runtime with a flow rate of 10 ml or a 15 ml per minute, automatically the system will scale up the flow rate to 25 to 30 ml per minute. And whenever it is thinking that the peak is coming or some detection absorbance is there in the detector, automatically it will slow down the flow rate, and then the collection or the sample collection suppression will happen. So this is the boost and go advantage. So to cut down the runtime, to avoid the solvent usage, always we use this boost and go option. Then we have a load and go. So as I shown you in the previous slides, where you can connect more than 4 to 5 columns. So here what happens, load and go option comes into a picture where you are using more than 3 to 4 chemistries of columns. So you can just load your sample in the injection loop, like 4 ml or a 5 ml. Injection loops will be having a different capacity starting from 2 ml, 5 ml and a 10 ml. Suppose if you have a 5 ml injection loop, you can load 5 ml completely, and you can set the method in the C. You are having a 1 ml is moving, so automatically 1 ml for each column will be sent. This is what comes to a picture for the load and go. So single time injections or a single time your injection or a sample will be loaded to the injection loop, then automatically each injection it will be taking up the sample. So this is the few things about the 5th generation advanced software what we have it in the Interchim. So method development and transfer from TLC to flash. So as I told you, if you have just a photo of your TLC, automatically once you share with the Bluetooth to the instrument, the method will take up automatically by the instrument. So coming to the columns. So once you are okay with the systems or the system specification, the second major thing is the loading of your sample or the columns. So what are all the different types of columns are available is, if you take a flash chromatography system, we have a flash columns starting from the smallest 4 grams, the bigger up to 5 kgs of the packet columns. Suppose if you want to do preparative analysis, we have preparative columns starting from 15 micron, 10 micron and 5 micron, and length starting from 20 mm ID maximum up to 50 mm ID, and length also 250 to 300 the maximum. So flash columns plays a very major role because these columns can be used multiple times. And one more advantage is, like, the loading capacity in flash columns is more. For example, you want to purify more than a kgs in a single day, you cannot do it in HPLC or in a preparative. So first, the initial screening or the initial purification has to be done with the flash. The flash columns, whatever you have, for example, 4 grams to 3 kgs, based on the loading, I will be explaining in the coming slides. Based on the loading, you can choose the columns. And coming to the purification, as everyone knows, there will be a different phases. As everyone knows, normal phase and the reverse phase. We have both normal phase columns as well as the reverse phase column. Suppose if you are having a method in HPLC with the reverse phase, same C18 or a C8 chemistries will be available in the flash columns as well. Suppose if you are using a normal phase, then we have a same like a normal phase for the non-polar solvents, for the non-polar solvents to be used. So there we have a silica column, cyano column and NH2 amine columns in the picture where they come into a normal phase analysis. So same like HPLC, same chemistries of columns, we have it both in the normal phase and reverse phase in the flash columns as well. This is one slide which tells you the efficiency of the particle size in the separation. For example, you can see in the first thing, the particle size is around 30 micron. So the separation peak you can see in the first chromatogram. When the same sample, when you reduced it to instead of 30 to 15, you can see there is an improvement in the peak shape and the resolution. Same thing when you reduce to 10 and 5, but again you can see the very sharp peaks coming out in the flash chromatography system. So you can see the last one with the 5 micron particle size columns, same it is like the peaks and resolution are same like the HPLC, whatever you get it in analytical columns. So this is the major difference. When you are decreasing the particle size, the peak shape, resolution and the separation happens very great compared to the higher particle size. So especially when you are doing very close sample impurity analysis, definitely you should have a very less particle size so that separation happens very neat and there will be a no mixing of your sample. So these are all the different column size as I told you in the initially. So starts with the 4 grams, it can go up to 12 grams and then you can go up to 20 grams, 25 grams and then 1.6 or 1.2 kgs and the 3 kgs to 5 kgs. Always one more thing is what is the very important thing here is, for example, if you are using a 20 grams of a packet column, you cannot load 20 grams of your sample. So that calculation is there. Always, whenever you are loading the sample, 10% of the silica has to be loaded. Again, it depends upon the RF. For example, if you are using a 20 grams of packet column, you cannot load 20 grams of your sample. The maximum loading will be 2 grams. Again, if RF is more than 0.5 or 0.6. If RF is less than 0.5, then again you need to load very less concentration of your sample, means around 1.5 to 1 gram. So always the loading will be 10% of the packet column or the packet silica. So coming to the loading, you have a different types of loading in this. Suppose if your sample is completely soluble in the solvent you are using for the purification, then it will go for the liquid load. Means there will be no hurdle for you to dissolve the sample completely in the solvent and then you can load directly to the column. Suppose if your sample is not completely soluble in the solvent, whatever you used for the TLC or for the purification, then dry load comes into the picture. So we have a dry load for both flash columns as well as for the preparative columns. So there will be a loop again and there will be a dry load, empty dry load cartridges like this. So how you can do it, dry load sample is, For example, same like the what we have a packet column, same calculations on the 10% of the silica. For example, if you are having around 2 grams of sample, take 20 grams of silica, mix it thoroughly with the solvent, whatever you use for the purification for the TLC, and then dry the complete solvent, and then load this sample into the empty cartridges like this. So there will be a empty cartridges like this. You need to load on this, and then the stationary phase or the real column will be put it to the bottom of this dry load. So this is how the dry load has to be done. So liquid load will be very easy. If your sample is completely soluble, so then you can just dissolve in very less amount. For example, if you are having a 20 grams of analysis, 20 grams of column analysis, so the maximum load what you can do is up to 2 grams. So try to dissolve 1.5 or 2 grams within a 1 ml, not more than that. Then directly load it to the column. Suppose if your sample is not completely soluble, as I told you, then you need to have a empty cartridges like this. You need to take a silica, 20 grams, for example, 2 grams of your sample is there, 10% of that. And then you need to mix it with the solvents, whatever you have taken it, and then you need to evaporate it, and then you can put it to these columns, which works as the initial stationary phase. So once this is ready, then the sample goes into the column for the particular stationary phase, whatever you are using it. So this is how the exactly happens in the labs. So suppose if your sample is not completely dissolved, then it will be done like this. The completely solvent, whatever you use, we'll mix it with that along with the silica. We make a slurry. So it is like a mixed, not completely wet or completely dry. It is like a slurry, what we call it as. So then it will be in the column like this, and it will be tight packed. So once it is done, there will be a connection of 2 columns. This is how the separation happens in the flash chromatography system when your sample is not completely soluble. And if you have a multiple compounds, and if you want to have a very good separation, 2 or 3 columns can be attached adjacently, so that the surface area will be improved and the separation happens very neatly. So this is why I told you the flash chromatography. See the color pigments, if you are doing any analysis, the movement of your column can be seen over here, how the progress is happening based on the gradient, what is the A and B percentage, the solvent separation is happening, and easily you can identify where is your compound, at what gradient it is coming out, everything can be seen. So that is why we call it as a flash chromatography system with the flash chromatography columns. But in analytical, if you're doing with the same kind of analysis, the whatever movement or the whatever separation is happening, that is not visible completely. So this is the major difference, and you can load more samples in flash chromatography system compared to your normal HPLC. So this is how your TLC, the peaks and the system works. So if you have a peaks like this, for example, you can see you have around the green spots, and then you have yellow spots, and then you have two to three compounds in the spotted area in the TLC. So once you load it to the flash chromatography system based on the TLC or the method, whatever you're done. So if you see here, 50% of cyclohexane and 50% of DCM. So same parameter when you're doing with the instrument, this is how you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5 peaks are get separated. So based on your TLC, this is how it looks in the HPLC or in the flash chromatography system. So as I told you in the initial things, the major targeted segment for this is always organic synthetics. So organic synthesis, wherever you go, for example, nowadays, so there will be a lot of impurities which has to be purified properly, and then it has to be processed into preparative. And once you get more than 99% purity, it can be shipped or it can be taken for any next level of analysis. Peptides and polypeptides and oligonucleotides, especially if you take oligonucleotides, there will be a lot of junk and lot of ammonia segments which will be present. So to purify all this, there will be a lot of purification steps involved in this. In that case also, the flash chromatography system comes into a picture where kgs of sample has to be purified. And especially natural products, if you take nowadays the Himalaya drug or the Patanjali, wherever, so completely they have a flash chromatography system, advanced one, where per day there will be a purifications of more than 50 to 80 kgs of sample. So these are all the other criteria or the other major sectors where flash chromatography systems will come into a picture. So coming to the different detectors, because detectors plays a very important role in this. So we have a integrated ELST detector, UV visible detector, and MS detector. So what is the advantage in this is, suppose if you are having a UV detector, in that you can see the compounds which are UV active. Suppose if you have a non-UV active compounds, so that cannot be done or detected using a UV detector, where ELST will come into a picture. So we have an integrated ELST system along with this basic flash chromatography system or with a flash com preparative system. So coming to the MS, so now we have come up with advanced technology MS, where the mass based purification also happens. So you can collect your samples based on the MS or based on the integration of the MS. So where the initial basic purification of the flash will be done, then the method will be transferred into preparative, then whatever is there to confirm the mass also, it can be analyzed using the single system, where complete three different types of detectors can be attached to a single system, and completely starting from scratch till the end of the product, everything can be monitored using a single system with the different detectors. So next comes to the software. The main thing what we have come up with the new latest technologies or the fifth generation advanced technology is the latest software technologies and very simple windows, where it should be very user friendly for the customers. Because if you have a multiple windows or a multiple page to optimize it or to work with the solution, it will be very difficult for the users, especially for the beginners. So for that, what we have done, we have come up with a single window page software where very little minimum information has to be placed. So based on that information, the purification or the sample analysis will be done using the instrument AI artificial intelligence. So this is the window, what you can see, the simple window where you need to select the solvents first, whatever solvents, whether you are using a normal phase solvents or a reverse phase solvents. And this system comes with a quaternary gradient pump, means you can use 4 solvent lines here. So what happens is you can stick to A and B for the normal phase, C and D for the reverse phase, or vice versa. So depending upon the nature of your sample analysis, depending upon the samples you do daily, so you can go for the normal phase analysis with a particular lines or the reverse phase analysis with a particular segments. So you can have a B, C, D, the 4 lines will be available, and then you will be having a column selection. So once the solvent is set, then you need to choose the column. So depending upon the column size, automatically the flow rate and the pressure will be adjusted by the instrument. So this is the one more advantage. And then injection, as I told you, if your sample is completely soluble in the solvent, then you can go for the direct injection. Suppose if your sample is not completely soluble, then you have to go for the dry load. So dry load, I explained you, there will be an empty cartridge where you need to pack your sample along with the silica and you should be loaded. And then there will be a one more column which works as a stationary phase. And then the major thing is the method or the equilibration. So whenever you are using any new column for the first time for the analysis, the column has to be equilibrated with the solvent A, whatever you are using it. So once it is washed thoroughly or once it is equilibrated, so then only you can start up the method. So methods, initially always the method, it will start with the percentage of A, and then you can adopt the percentage of B, and then you can run for the minimum number of a time or a minimum number of minutes where the sample trial can be done using it. For example, if you don't have any idea, first time you are doing any unknown sample, just see whether the sample is soluble in a polar solvents or a non-polar solvents. So based on that, you can choose whether to go for the normal phase or the reverse phase. So based on that, again, you have to choose the columns and then you can choose the method. So run with initially the 100 percentage of A for 10 minutes, then go for the percentage of B, then go for percentage of B, increasing it, and A will be decreasing. So this is how same like a HPLC here, the method also works. And detection, as I told you, you will be having a 6 different wavelengths. You can choose any wavelengths depending upon the parameter. Like for example, 254, 280, 260. UV scan, we have one more option where completely 200 to 800 can be screened along with the lambda max. So these are all few window pages, single window page where you can select complete method, you can optimize the method, and you can start doing the purification. So as I told you in the initial slides, there will be a different colors. So green color tells you that the system is ready to work, and it will be showing you ready. If there is any leak or a minor issues, this color will go to the yellow, and then it will tell you what is the leak happening and what is the issues. And if it is red, then there will be some parts has to be changed, or there is some brokerage inside, so that has to be taken care. So this is how the lights look like, and the complete monitoring will be happening over there. What is the flow rate, for example, what is the pressure, what is the percentage of A and B, what is the detection you have selected, what is the fraction collection you are going under, how many ml of peak has been collected. So each and everything, all the data, whatever you're doing the purifications, everything will be monitored and everything will be displayed when during the your sample analysis runtime. And then you have a test tubes which comes with the three different test tubes. So you can collect starting from 10 ml, the maximum up to 40 to 50 ml of test tubes in this. Suppose if you want to have a more collection, then you can have a customized one where you can collect more than 100 ml beakers, 500 ml beakers, up to 1 liters of beakers also can be made and it can be collected. So this is a single window parameter where you can set a method and everything will be taken care by the software completely. So this is about the fifth generation advanced software where single windows will come into the picture. So this is about the flash chromatography system and the flash preparative systems with the different detectors on the software. So now I have a few videos where you can see how the interchim works, how the interchim is connected with the MS, and how to make a dry sample load as well. So there are two to three videos which explains you about the real-time operations of the system, which we have done it in the lab. So this is the video which explains complete things starting from artificial intelligence, where you can load your sample using the auto sampler, then it will be detected using the UV, then it will go to MS. Then again, once the MS is done, the mass is calculated, then it will go to preparative purification, where finally it will be concentrated and they will get more than 99% of purity. So this is the completely automated system where each and everything will be taken care by the instrument. And next we'll see how to make a solid load or the sample which is not completely soluble in the solvents, whatever you are choosing it. Yes, so this was about the dry load. Just a minute. Yes, so that was about the dry load, how to load the sample and preparation of the samples. So now, if any questions, it will be, we can take it up.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. It was really a wonderful session. We have few questions in chat box. We'll take it up. The first question is, what is the price for 5th generation flash, especially starting range to highest range?
Okay, so the starting range with the basic system with the UV 200 to 400 approximately will be in the range of 11 to 12 lakhs in the INR if you are speaking. And if you want to have a completely automated system, whatever you saw it in the videos now, completely from the auto sampler, MS detector, UV, ELST and all, it will cost you around more than 1.2 CR with the MS. Without MS, it will be around 40 to 45 lakhs.